Hello everybody, it is Christine. It's time for my twins hop, which is the hop I do with Miss Jennifer Kane over at Scrap and Kane. We use the same collection, which we are both Scrap Room subscribers, so we both use the Flavors of the Month just because we both know we'll have it always. And then we also use the same sketch. So the kit, and then let me, gosh, I'm so discombobulated right now. Let me show you the sketch real quick. This is actually one I created. And it's got two photos and then like just a couple little simple paper layers with a title up here. I didn't show the embellishments, so we'll figure out what I'm going to do there. The two photos I pictured of my daughter when she was 4, because she just looks so stinking cute. These are not great photos, you guys. This is back in the day when I did not have digital. This is just, 35 millimeter. And then the collection we got is this 49 and Market Toddler Time. This is such a cute stinking collection, you guys. I mean, look at that. Is that not adorable? I'm really wanting to use this one. We'll see, because I think this is so cute. And if I can trim the photos down enough, like I can get her expression. I just hate to lose her hands. I don't know. We'll see about that. This is so cute though. And then there's this really great little diagonal plaid thing here with these cute things on the back. I may frame it. I don't know, you guys. This is so stinking cute. I kind of want to do this. I'd have to gut this because I do need 3 pieces of paper for the middle. I'll have to figure out how to trim these because I don't want to lose the little kiddos. I could bring it up and then I'll just have to tweak my own sketch here. That's okay. And then the ephemeras are just these cute little, there's a little baggie with the ephemeras that come with. Now, she and I always end up with different things, so that's always kind of fun. And she'll even comment, she goes, oh my God, you got a totally different set of stuff. But look at that little girl. Is she not cute? And I just, now the tile is Tasty. That's not really going to work, I don't think. Charmer could work. I may have to get into my stash and pull some letters because I don't think anything on here might work as a title because Tasty doesn't really work. That's more like, eating ice cream or something. So I'm going to have to get enough stash for that. But that's what I'm working with. So let me do a few little things. Let me trim. Oh, I got white cardstock with the collection here. Let me trim these photos down to what makes sense. And then I'll probably gut this because I do like this paper. It is so stinking cute. I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to use it. Of course, this could be one of our layers too. So let me do a little trimming here and I'll be back on in just a second. So I never leave in the part where I trim the 1/2 inch off of the main base layout page and then gut the back sheet. I mean, if you guys ever want to see that, let me know. But honestly, I usually don't put that in there. So I've already done that part. So now, and also I've trimmed the photos down to 3 by 5, I believe is what I've got them at. I did have to lose a tiny little bit of her hands on the one photo, but you can still see that she's kind of got them folded. So I'm okay with it. I decided to use the green as like the main paper, like on the sketch it showed it kind of striped or whatever, and then the little base where the photos are going to go, I flipped it over, and I think I flipped that one over. Yes, that's back side of that, and it's got the little bit of pattern on the left side of there, but it mostly is kind of whitish, so I'm going to use that as my photo base. I will tell you, this has a lot of pattern, you guys. Not like the sketch would necessarily indicate. So let's see what Miss Jennifer ends up with. I don't know. I feel like I've kind of a little bit off the rails here with my sketch and whatnot. So I've got those 2 sheets there. Now I need that little square that's going to go behind the photo. And I actually kind of boogered this up, you guys. I cut this. The width is okay. Thankfully, I didn't cut all the way down. I'm going to kind of cut down. I'm thinking, oh, okay, I'll go here. And then for some reason in my head, I was going, I'll do 5 by 5, I think is what I had. And then as soon as I did that, I stick it behind the photo and I realized it's not long enough. It's not going below the photo, which is shown on the sketch. So, shoot, So now I got to go to my 5-inch wide here. And then I'm just going to kind of eyeball the length is what I'm basically going to do here. Because I need it to go below the photo. It doesn't make any sense otherwise. So I'll do that in just a second. I'm going to scuff the edges of the papers as well. Just because it's got a lot of grunginess kind of going on, right? You got all these kind of textures and the peekaboo text coming through the color, and it's just a really beautiful set of art. Those little kiddos down that lower left corner, I was trying to figure out all kinds of ways to make sure I could still see them. That's why I ended up flipping the sketch's title also. So I bring the title underneath the photos instead of above because I don't know what it was about this collection. We always kind of look through the 4 that come because the scrap room, basically you get 4 little mini sets of papers. And it's like, okay, this one here just struck me. I don't really know why. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but the little kiddos, and I don't even have, I have a lot of photos I think of Brooke, but they're not great photos is the problem. Even these ones are not great. I mean, they're dark, you know, they're just not good. They're kind of blurry, but her little expressions and stuff were really cute, so I'm okay with it. But I'm going to put the title underneath. So I'm actually going to get up in a minute, if I haven't already. I don't know when I do that. I'm going to go get into my stash, and I'll end up pulling out some Cocoa Vanilla, like, words. This gun right here was giving me all kinds of fits, too. He was not wanting to come off onto the paper. It was a little irritating. I'm actually just realizing, I think that's my last roll. I've got it on a subscription, but I've been going through it, so I may have to update my quantity per month or something. Okay, so I'm gluing that down. I'm going to go through the ephemera here, and I'll pull out a few little pieces. Let me see. No, that's a lie. What am I doing next? Oh, yeah, I guess I do kind of look. I think I start just kind of fussing around and see what can I do. I do like this little charmer. I think that looks cute. Again, that's not really on the sketch, but that's okay. And then I'm going to pull out, I'm going to really mess with this stuff, you guys. I actually don't use a lot of the ephemera. It just, from a shape standpoint and things like that, it was like, or the topic on the wordy bit wouldn't really matter or make sense. So I kind of mess with this. I'm not going to lie. I look at this envelope. I like it. I thought about, can I use that? But it was a little bit big, and so I didn't think it could fit. It would fit if I really wanted it to, but I thought it'd be a waste if I had to hide too much of it. So I don't use that. I'm really fast in here, you guys. I end up using the charmer. I end up using a little tag that says Hello Happy. Of course, I used Little Girl because that was kind of the point of the whole collection there. And then I used the butterfly and a little yellow heart. So you'll see me start kind of gluing this stuff down. There's that little tag there that says Hello Happy. And there's the Sweet Sunshine. That's the title I ended up finding. I'm going to put foam behind Sweet, and then I'll glue Sunshine flat to the page. I thought that looked kind of neat because it's kind of, you know, emphasizing sweet. And I'm going to use a little butterfly chipboard piece. So the little girl and the butterfly are actually chipboard pieces. The heart, charmer, and happy, Hello Happy, are ephemera pieces. And actually, I have one more piece at the top up there. You can kind of see the little tabby. At the end, I'm going to take it and I'm going to write age 4 on there. I forget almost to the very end. And then I see it and I go, oh, shoot, I didn't even glue that down. So here's me putting the little foam behind Sweet. These little photos here, I think it's a little hard to see because because the photos are so dark. I think these might have been taken at my in-laws' house. And she just had a cute little dress on. She was 4. I know that because I had it in my 2002 photo bucket or whatever you want to call it. And also I can tell by looking at her, she's about 4 there. And she just looks so cute. She was doing some kind of little swirly whirly. I guess from these photos, I should have known she would try to model someday because she did enjoy having her picture taken. So I do use Nuvo glue on the chipboard pieces. I didn't think the ATG would hold it good enough, so I do use a little Nuvo glue there. I actually contemplated doing some kind of enamel dots or something like that, but then I felt bad because I go, well, Jennifer's not going to have that. So I don't have a problem introducing stash, and I don't think she does either. But at the same time, I don't want to add so much that we get, you know, too terribly far afield from each other. So I stuck with mostly what I had, except for the title, of course. And then basically that's going to be it until I write the date here on this little tabby, and I'm going to add that to the top of the photo, the right-hand photo up there. Otherwise, that's basically it, you guys. I don't really do, this went really fast, and most of the time I spent was just trying to make sure I got my images that I wanted to see them and organized and all that kind of stuff. Cutting the paper the wrong size didn't help matters. But anyway, there's my layout, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you check the description for Jennifer's link and go over to her channel and give her some love. I always love her stuff. She does it 8.5 by 11. I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning. We do the same collection, same sketch, but she does 8.5 by 11, and I do 12 by 12. So that's why it's called Twins. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.